just all of the different ways that you use the choir, with the like body percussion and the kind of grooves underneath the text.
Yeah, humans are a very fascinating instrument.
I'm glad you said that because while I was listening to it, I was thinking about how much music you perform at Walden that's for you to perform, and it always feels very personal and like I can really hear your voice coming through, and I could definitely hear this even though you're writing for like an enormous number of humans.
Yeah, I think that's like the first time I've written a piece that I didn't perform since like my first Walden Forum piece. Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, how did you find that process, like taking something that's very you, and then like, you know, having it work with like 20 or so people?
I don't know, it just happened. I think that like everything I touch, I just like, the me essence just bleeds into it like a marker without me trying. But actually, eventually, after hearing it performed so many times, I kind of stopped feeling like I had written it. Even though it felt me, it felt like something, it felt like the kind of music that I would enjoy listening to, but it didn't feel that like I had written it, which is something I actually strive for. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a really special feeling that happens when you get to listen to music without performing in it. It's like feeling of it coming to life on its own. And yeah, just watching the choir sing it, that totally came across.
I loved the joy that you shared through this beautiful song, and it just makes me smile, and we definitely need more of that.
I'm really glad.
And the rhythm was just propelling us through the whole piece. It was just like pushing us forward and with super great momentum.
Yep, that's a train.
That's the train.
That's the train.
That's the train. It was chugging, chugging, chugging. And I like the way you used rhythms, like vocal rhythms along with the lyrics. Like I heard that going on too, along with the body percussion, and just really, really beautiful piece, really expansive, and just makes so much sunshine. And even in a night like tonight, it felt sunshine.
It felt sunshine, really.
Yeah.
It was inspired by late night train rides. Yeah.
Maybe it was a train you wanted to be on.
Actually, it was kind of the vibes were kind of influenced by a poem I wrote while I was on like a late night train ride, thinking about a bus ride that was in like the bright sunlight. Yeah.
See, there was some sunlight in there.
It was a Walden bus ride, by the way.
So when you come up with these rhythms and you're writing those along with the lyrics, like how do you find ways to organize them? So like, how do you decide what's more important than something else? Like when you're in your compositional design of the piece, what comes first, the groove or the lyrics?
I forget this every time. I always forget the order in which I do the lyrics, the melody, the groove. It all just like pours out at once, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Like composition process is just I never catch it. It just happens. Yeah.
So it's super intuitive for you.
Yeah. I'm an intuitive composer.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Any questions out there? Oh, yes. Cecile.
Hi, Sophie. Hi. So, I feel like this piece really is a very big new surprise to me. And this, like, it's really much like, it sounds like, as they said in the hot seat, it sounds very Sophie, but at the same time, it sounds not Sophie. And you did mention a lot that you want to walk out of your comfort zone and just try some of the new things. And I think you did it. You did a very good job on doing this in this piece. And like you have a very good balance between like the rhythm, the background rhythm of like the train, and like the actual long note sustain, which you don't usually do. And also like most of the chords you chose are kind of like more of a minor feeling than the major feeling that you usually compose. So I kind of want to ask, maybe this question has been asked in the hot seat before, but I really want to know how you balance like the sense of like background ambience and the fast ones in order to instead of just relying on the short notes that you usually do. Like how do your mind shift from shorter notes to what do you think the longer notes? Like what is the importance of longer notes?
Importance of longer notes?
I guess, how do you approach balance and maybe like the balance between the background and the foreground?
I think a large part of that is influenced by music that I like. I've been trying to write some more slow-moving melodies lately, influenced by video game music that has a nice slow-moving melody and then this really, really textureful, fast accompaniment. So yeah, it's influenced by that, and also I think that balance between foreground and background, a lot of it was me begging Carrie to tell the chorus to bring out the melody lines and pull back on the ticka-tickas. Yeah. Thanks, Carrie.
Another question for Sophie? Mizuki.
I've always found your groove and the harmonies, and I wanna point out in your piece, you gave really an important role on treble and bass, and how do you make a balance again? How do you make a balance between standing out treble and bass parts?
As an alto and a tenor, I suppose, in both, I really like to give every part a time to shine. Yeah.
Well, if you have more questions for Sophie, definitely find them at the not intermission. We already did that. The end of the show. Yeah, that was such an amazing way to start the second half. Thank you.